What's up YouTube? Welcome to Pulse Review. Here at Pulse Review, we are on a journey to find the best gaming peripherals out there. If that's something you're into, then consider subscribing and maybe even joining our Discord. The link is down below in the description. Okay, so today we're reviewing the Steelseries Rival 5. And we're going to cover the following things: what's in the box, the specs, the shape of the mouse, the aesthetic, programmability. We're gonna test the feet out, and I'll give you guys a sound test so you can hear all the different buttons, and I'm gonna wrap it all up with my final thoughts. So let's get started. As far as what's in the box, the Rival 5 comes with the gaming mouse and a user manual. That's it, nice and simple. Moving on to the specs, we get a 100 to 18K DPI optical sensor, 9 buttons. It sports a soft microfiber mesh cable for minimal drag, and it weighs in at 85 grams. Pretty competitive weight, but not the lightest out there. With the specs out of the way, let's talk about the shape. The Rival 5 is a bit beefier than the other Rival mice from Steelseries, I'd say. The closest shape to it is probably the Rival 600, but it's not exact. I personally like the beefier, longer mouse shapes as I have large hands and I use a palm grip. But if you have smaller hands or have the fingertip style grip, you may not like this mouse. Notice this gray button on the side. It's placed up fairly high up on the mouse, and if you rock a fingertip grip, it's an awkward reach to go for that button. Now, if you use the claw grip and you have longer fingers, this button placement will probably feel great to you. Before we move on, there's one other button that I find a bit awkward on this mouse, and it's on the top side right here, this button. It's a big bar that goes across. So naturally, my thumb rests right in this pocket right here. And if I want to reach that button up top, it takes quite a while to slide up there. And then on top of that, you have to click down on it. It doesn't click in from the side. So you can't just quickly go up and hit in, you have to force it down, and it's just awkward all the way around. In my opinion, you'll probably end up avoiding this button altogether. Aesthetically, I really like the Rival 5. I love the RGB logo, scroll wheel, and runways, which are all customizable by the way. The mouse also has very clean lines and pleasing curves, a matte black finish, which looks great out of the box, but will show all the oils that rub off your hand and kind of give it that greasy look. It's not exactly what you want, but I do love the matte black finish. So this mouse is advertised as a versatile multi-genre mouse, mostly because of how many programmable buttons, which is true. There are 9 programmable buttons, but as I mentioned earlier in this video, a couple of those side buttons are pretty awkward to use, so really, you're going to get 7 to 8 buttons at most. Still a respectable amount of buttons, but you may want more, especially for MMO or MOBA games. So the Rival 5 features 2 feet in the shape of arches across the top and bottom sides of the mouse. Here's a glide test on various different surfaces. Here's a quick sound test for you guys. Coming in at $59.99 US, this mouse is getting up there as far as wired mice go. As mentioned earlier, this mouse is advertised as a one-size-fits-all for all genres of games: Battle Royale, first-person shooters, MOBAs, and MMO. Now in the end, I feel like it's more of a master of none instead of a jack of all trades. It's not super lightweight for fast-paced FPS, and it doesn't have enough usable buttons for a MOBA or an MMO. However, if you do switch between all 4 of those games or genres of games, then the Rival 5 might be a decent budget option for you versus buying different mouses to fit your needs for each one. If you are considering purchasing this mouse, I would greatly appreciate it if you use the link below in the description. Those links help support the channel. If you have any additional questions I didn't answer in the video, feel free to ask them in the comments below. I'm pretty quick with responding. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.